All right. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are having an absolute fabulous day so far. Let me know below what you're hoping to get accomplished, what you're hoping to read, and maybe if you have any really fun weekend plans or if you had fun plans last weekend, let me know. So, quick announcement, don't forget that we do have the D&D sheet. So, make sure you are filling that out to get credit and get those stickers. I send them out periodically, and especially if you end up winning in our drawings, I send those out. Also, if you're new, I roll a dice. Every 10 minutes we chat, and sometimes less if there's not a lot of talking. I'll go ahead and get us sprinting early. Roll a dice to see how long we're going to go. If there's a roll again, you get to pick. So be quick on your replying to that. Last weekend actually was a lot of fun. We were going to just kind of, low key, like I told you, take it easy. And we decided to go see A Quiet Place 3. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I highly recommend it for everybody. Really enjoyed it. A Quiet Place has always been kind of creepy, but also fun to watch. And so this one was really no different. And it's like supposed to be what happened in the beginning. It's how it starts the whole franchise of A Quiet Place. And if those of you who don't know, it's basically aliens are coming to Earth. And so it's been a whole lot of, trying to figure out what to do. And the whole premise, this isn't spoiling anything, you see it on the preview, is you can't make a sound. If you even talk, it's like it draws them to you, and they're predators, so they will eat you. So it was just so good though. This time it seemed like they focused so much on the people aspect of it and family and just, it was heartwarming, and the actors in it were fabulous. They all did such an incredible job. I just, chef's kiss. Highly, highly recommend everybody see it. Definitely wait until it streams or whatever for cost, if you need to, but I'm glad we saw it in the theater, and it was a lot of fun. And then after that, we went to a German bakery that's here in Indianapolis, and that was a lot of fun. We got a couple of items, and it was just so cute and so much fun because Katie's really embracing her German language that she's taking with school, and then she does it, of course, with Duolingo and things like that. Just completely embracing the whole German culture, and hopes to do in her junior year of high school the abroad over in Germany. So super excited for all of that. And we just had an absolute blast. So let's see. We have an Amanda. Good morning and happy Friday to you, Amanda. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope your week has been really good for you so far. And Tara, good morning, and TGIF to you too. Working as usual, but hope to read a few pages of Jade Legacy here and there. You have to let me know how you like it. I'm actually holding off because I'm going to be doing a special vlog of the Jade City series because Broken Binding is putting out special editions, and I have a subscription now to Broken Binding. And so I'm not going to tell you all the goodies that's going to be in it, but I'm going to be vlogging me reading each book that they send out one a month. And then along with that, a little something extra to go with it. And so I'm really excited about that project. I've been back in Charlotte this week, dog sitting and visiting family. Oh, I love that, Tara. I hope you've really been having a good time. Getting caught up with family is always so fun. That's wonderful. And how's the puppy that you're babysitting? Is the puppy kind of a crazy dog, or is this like a really sweet older dog? Let us know. Sarvasha, good morning to you. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better, I hope? Vanessa, I saw you were streaming this morning. I wanted to join, but I'm doing my stream. But good morning, everybody. If you don't know Dr. B, you need to check her out. She does lots of sprints all the time, has this amazing spreadsheet that's in her Google Drive and her information below her videos. And it has like sprints at any time that you could possibly want. And she's just a wonderful person. So go check her out. There's the handsome husband who works so hard so I can do sprints. Good morning, sweetheart. I hope work's been okay so far. Tara, I always got Quiet Place mixed up with the movie where people broke into a house and the owner is blind. Oh, that sounds terrifying. Oh my gosh. I'll have to look that one up later. I have no idea what that one is, but it sounds really good. A Quiet Place is the one with the aliens. They come to Earth. And the very first one has a family that we're following, and a husband, a wife, and I think 3 children or 2 children or something. And so we're basically following them as they're trying to survive. And we don't know what happened exactly. And we don't know all the rules to try to survive these aliens yet. So definitely watch the first one and the second one, then watch the prequel. I don't think it would hurt anything to go in reverse order, but I don't know. I feel like I enjoyed it more because I knew all of that stuff going into it. Arya's recovered from the pneumonia. Good. Jason's back in Boston, started his internship this week. So all is well with the kiddos and mama is good. Good. Because I know that was wearing you out for sure. Oh my gosh. And especially around birthday time. I mean, that just, my heart went out to Arya. Oh, I'm so glad. How is Jason liking the internship? I know it's just started, but have you heard yet of if we're enjoying it, how it's going with it? We've got about 3 minutes left, and then we will be going into that first sprint, everyone. A 4-year-old dog, a big baby, huge Bernedoodle. Ooh, but he's good. Just a bit needy, needs lots of attention. My arms get tired of playing fetch constantly. Oh my gosh, I bet. Our cats are like that too. They're always just like, pet me, pet me, pet me. I have one that's like, I'm allowing you to live here. Be grateful that I am doing so. Worship me. And then we've got, of course, the kitten Stevie, who's just like this big bundle of energy and fur and love. And then Whiskey's the one that's like our love sponge. He cannot get enough pets. So as soon as you stop petting, he's like pawing you like, hey man, right here. You get this spot right here. So I get it for wanting the constant play, constant attention. But I love that they're like that. And I love that the one your dog's sitting is so sweet like that. And I bet he just loves getting someone new to play with too. Servasha, he's loving the internship. He works 2 hours from home and 6 hours in the office. That's a nice split there. The job is 4 minutes from his apartment. That is so perfect. I love this for him. That is fantastic. Oh, that is so, so good. Congrats to him from us. And I hope that he continues loving it and learning all that he wants to learn for sure. I also forgot to mention I'm going to be reading Air whenever it says I can sit and read. That's by Sabaa Tahir. I loved her Ember in the Ashes series. This one's actually a part of that series, and I am loving it. It is so good, you guys. I'll keep you updated on that. And then if I have to do chores on the dice, I'm doing White Cat by Holly Black. I'll be listening to that audibly. So I'm just going to set that there. It's not wanting to go back in the cart. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. So let me know what you guys are going to be reading as well, because you know I like to put it on my Goodreads, seeing all the goodies you're reading. Hoping to finish Take My Hand. Okay, I'm reading it physically, have about 150 pages left. It's an amazing story. See, this is when I star the comment so I can go back in on our sprint and I can add these. I love it. Oh, that sounds so good. Yes, Servasha, it is. It's an arc I got from, it's not out. It's an arc I got on NetGalley. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up on Goodreads to see when it actually gets released. I think it's a couple months from now still. And of course, it's going to be giving me a whole bunch of options here instead of giving me the one I want. And here we go. It's a new duology, but kind of like The Cruel Prince, where you had the original trilogy and then a new duology. It's like that. So it's still set in that world, but it's its own duology. I don't know if it's too bright, but that's the cover. It's really, really cool. And it's coming out in October of this year. But yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. I'm having a great time reading it. And unlike The Cruel Prince, my big complaint whenever I started the new duology was they just mentioned, oh, by the way, there's these characters, you know, that came before this duology. And that was it. Here you're actually seeing characters. And I would love to name the characters that are actually involved and talking to the royalty and stuff like that. But to tell you the characters' names, it would completely ruin the other books to know whether or not they survived. So I can't say anything. But if you end up, if you've already read Ember in the Ashes, feel free to message me on Instagram or Discord. Happy to chat with you, non-spoilers of what's happening in Air and who you get to see again if you want to know. So just send me a private message. Tina, good morning. Glad to see you. How are the birds doing? I'll be listening to Hello Stranger by Katerin Center. Ooh, and we'll be getting ready, going to go to the pool. I'm going to mark that one too, because Hello Stranger actually sounds really good. I'm going to have to look into that. And enjoy your swing and swim, Tina, because I love that you do that. That is our alarm. So we are going to go ahead and get into our first sprint. And then when we come back, I'll pick up the other messages. Don't worry, you will not get missed. All right, I could use a long one. Put out the vibes for a 60-minute one. I'll try to get where you can actually see it better this time. Can you see it? Wine glass. All right, so unfortunately, the wine glass is only 30 minutes. Wah, wah. I guess we're going to start off slow and easy for this first one. So happy reading, happy productivity, everybody. And I will see you back here in a half hour. All right, how did everyone do on our first sprint? I was able to get the Fab Five going. I started a load of laundry and I did my daily Duolingo, still working on my Spanish. And I got to page 94 in White Cat. So I am making the progress. Also, I took that time to look into Goodreads for some of these books. And Sarvasha, I actually have already read Take My Hand. I forgot. And as soon as I saw the cover, I'm like, oh, yes. So I gave this a 4-star when I read it. It's got a lot of heavy, heavy subject matter. So that's why I only gave it a 4-star. I knew I would not reread it because there's just no way that my poor heart and emotions could take it. But it was amazing. So I am so glad that you're enjoying it. It is an amazing story. And then for Tina, I actually looked up Hello Stranger by Catherine Center, and it's actually one that is on my list as well. So I love that you're reading that, and I hope you're enjoying it. And then we got a cat here. Hello, cat. Glad to see you. Good morning to everyone. I was looking for sprints this morning. I'll be editing my Summerween vlog instead of reading. I hope that the editing is going well for you. And Sarvash has actually read Tina, has read Hello Stranger and enjoyed it. So good. That makes me more excited for it too. And Tara says that the movie you were thinking of was Don't Breathe, and you haven't seen it yet. I have actually seen that. I want to say it was last Halloween. My family tortured me with it. I remember being spooked, like it's jump scares. It's not like haunting, of course. And I remember being like on one side and then halfway through the movie going, okay, now I'm rooting for the other side. So yeah, it was definitely one that had the pulse racing. I hope you end up liking it when you see it, Tara. Sarvasha, I have to finish the last two of Ember in order to finish the series. They can get real slow and bogged down, absolutely, but it's definitely worth finishing. The ending was just spectacular, in my humble opinion. And definitely, Air is, like I said, it's grabbing you, and I just love her writing style so much. Kat, I've been listening to Sense and Sensibility this morning for Jane Austen July. I love that you have a Jane Austen July. That is amazing. My favorite's Pride and Prejudice, but Sense and Sensibility is number 2 for me. I have to ask, which one's your favorite Jane Austen? And the controversial question, which showing of the movie type, of the books do you like the best? For me, it's the A&E versions. Love, hands down, the A&E versions of these, but a lot of people like the Keira Knightley and stuff, so I'm curious. Tina says to Sarvash, I'm glad to hear that Arya is doing well, and it's good to hear about Jason. Yes, with that internship. And also says a thank you to Sarvasha. Tina got ready for the day. Most excellent. And sometimes that takes a whole lot of effort on our parts, right? Sarvasha ended up eating breakfast. Nice. And making coffee. Oh, yes, the coffee. Listen to None of This Is True and got to 73%. It's wild but good. It's on my list. It's another one I want to get to. I'm trying to save some of these more thriller-esque ones for Halloween so I can have, a little bit of a palate cleanser in between the scary stuff. And it is going to be the book I'm reading the whole month because it's so stinking thick. And I just know I'm going to be scared and shoving that thing in my freezer periodically because it's so scary. So I have that on my list, though. That's one of the ones I definitely want to get to. Kat says, I'm new to Jane Austen. Oh, well, welcome. Never seen the adaptations. My first Jane Austen book. I've only read Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Very similar, honestly. Honestly, very similar. You take out the zombie part, and I thought they were pretty much the same book. So I feel like you've done pretty well. The language, of course, is from back in the day, so that can be a little difficult to get through, but I love it. Absolutely love it. And basically, if you're wanting more of a movie that keeps you engaged, you're going to want the newer, modern Keira Knightley ones. If you're wanting ones that are more true to the actual story and you get more lines from the original novelization from Jane Austen, that's when you should go A&E. But the acting in both series is just phenomenal. Aw, handsome hubbies, but the zombies are the best part. For you, it's like the only Jane Austen I can get Ryan and Katie to watch is the one with the zombies. Kat, I plan to watch Sensibility with Emma Thompson this month. It's a good one. That's a really good one too. And the one that has Kate Winslet is, I think that is the one that you're talking about. Emma Thompson and Kate Winslet, I think maybe. But there's also an A&E version that's really good. And again, the acting is just phenomenal. Kat says to Ryan, right? I love zombies. So does he. For his birthday recently, he actually got World War Z with Brad Pitt in it. Great movie. So we had Katie watch it for the first time, and she was just absolutely enraptured. Ryan says, hey, now Dr. House was in the one. That's true. The one with, I think Kate Winslet is the one that has, House from the TV show House. And he has just as much attitude in the Jane Austen novel or movie adaptation as he does in the House TV show for sure. Also wanted to share that Shark Week is going on. In case you didn't know, I love me some Shark Week. We actually do not have, I think it's Animal Planet is what normally shows Shark Week, but my hubby was able to do some digging, and if you have HBO Max, you can watch it on HBO Max. Now it is, of course, a day or two delayed, but it's fabulous. We've been watching all kinds of crazy stuff going on for Shark Week, and it has been fantastic. So I recommend that. Also, crazy enough, there was a news story about Subway. I don't know if you all heard about this or not. A woman went into the Subway where she lives in, let's see, Columbus, Ohio, and ordered 3 sub sandwiches. And yes, she did get the footlongs. And it wasn't until she got home and looked at the receipt that she found out they had charged her $1,021.50 for those 3 sub sandwiches. So she goes right back immediately and says, hey guys, you kind of overcharged me. And basically they said, I'm sorry, you have to contact customer support. We can't reverse that charge here. You have to actually call our line. So she goes to the Subway guest care line and online and is trying so hard to just get her money back and get this reversed. And basically they end up telling her she has to go into the physical store. So at this point, she's had the back and forth for a couple weeks. She goes back to the store where she bought the subs and they're out of business. Like, it closed down in just those couple of weeks. So she's still struggling to get this money back. Meanwhile, of course, she got overdraft fees from her bank and all kinds of craziness. That blows my mind. Like, seriously, how can you charge someone over $1,000 for 3 sub sandwiches and not notice you hit too many zeros? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Inflation is kind of high, but not that high. Oh, my heart goes out to her because that is so not fair. Oh, that is awful. Right, Servasha? Right? Oh my gosh, that is insane. I thought your first name, oh, you're good. It's Aubrey Books and Coffee. So that's why Aubrey's the last name. I was in the military for 8 years, so I'm used to my last name being like my first name. But yeah, no, it's Tiara, but that is A-OK. You can call me whatever you want. Hey, you also works, Kat. And if anybody out there is a mom, you know that mom gets everybody's attention in the store as well. All right, we've got about a minute and a half left before we go into our second sprint, which hopefully will be a little bit longer. I do like to share a joke with you all, and I have just the one for summertime. Are you ready? What kind of sandals do frogs wear? Open-toed. Get it? Toed ribbit. Little gift from me to you all. But yeah, I don't know what I would do, Tina. Like, I for sure would go back to the store and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to call them while I'm standing here. And you're going to get me the manager of this Subway, or the owner of the franchise is going to come in and we're going to fix this. And I'm not leaving until we fix this, because that is just crazy. It's scary, right, Tara? Usually never even ask for receipts at fast food restaurants, but I will be now. Yes. Especially, I really think, and my guess is that's what happened. She was like, no, I don't need a receipt. You told me the total was $10 and whatever. And why would I think you would charge something else? Until her bank was like, hey, you got some stuff overdrafting. So yeah, I would start asking for receipts, everybody, just to be on the safe side. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. I think the joke was good. Thank you, Servasha. Thank you, Tina. You know I love the jokes. Thank you, Tara. Yes. Meg's here. Hey, Meg. Glad to see you. Good morning, all. Hopping on a bit late, but here I am, and just in time for that joke. I think you timed it that way on purpose, Meg, which is A-OK by me. All right, guys. It's going to go off any minute. Let's go ahead and look into the second sprint roll and see how we do. What is it? A cookie. Okay. And the cookie is 45 minutes. It just won't give us an hour today, guys. I hope we get a roll again so you guys can request an hour. Well, regardless, happy reading, happy productivity. I will see you all back here in 45. All right, and we're back from our second sprint. How did everyone do on that one? I ended up getting quite a bit done, which was really nice. I was able to get the breakfast eaten, which is good because I was hungry. And I was able to wash dishes, rotate the laundry. Like I said, I felt very productive and got to page 181 in White Cat. So I may actually finish on our sprints depending on how busy we get and what I need to get accomplished because that's kind of nice. I like it. So let me know how you all did. Going back to the comments where we left off, Meg had made it just in time for the joke. So a very lucky morning indeed. I love that, Meg. Thank you. And funny enough, Tara pulled up a claim for work and the insured company had Toad in the name, which goes perfect with our joke. I love that. That is so great. And we had Rope join us. Hey, Rope, look who's here and not on their coffee break. Oh, and about to leave your hotel. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time and are enjoying your stay. And I'm glad you got to pop in and say hello. And Mary's here. Good morning to you, Mary. How's your day going so far? It's good to see you. And Kat says hello to Mary as well. And Christina snuck in. Good morning, Christina. And she says hello to everybody. And Kim, it's a party. Everybody popped in. Hey, Kim, make sure to link below if you have it ready for tonight's sprints on your channel. Because that way, because I'm pretty lazy. I like to just click on the link you provide us and say, remind me so that I can be there. Kat, I almost got finished editing day 1 of Summerween. Ooh. Well, if you get done with the video before we're done with sprints today, feel free to plug that as well and let us know where to find you on that. Christina, remember to hydrate and hug the like button. Thank you. Definitely hydrate, everybody, and stretch if you're not getting up and stretching. And Christina says good morning to Kim and a good morning to Kat. And Meg says, I got absolutely nothing done but scrolling online and refreshing my coffee. I think that sounds fabulous, Meg. It has not been a productive morning here so far. There is nothing wrong with that. I am so lazy on the weekends. During the week is when I get all my stuff done. Weekends, no, I'm a bump on the couch pretty much, unless we do something fun, like I was talking about seeing the movie in the German, German place. So other than that, yeah, we're pretty much low key around here. Although we are starting to train Katie in driving. Blows my mind that we're only a couple years away. So we're getting her used to it so she can be comfortable being in a vehicle. So she does things like starting the engine, backing out of the driveway. If we're in a park and nobody's around, she'll do some practicing on parking, things like that. We're basically trying to get her used to vehicles and not to be so intimidated, but also respectful of the fact that you're driving tons of metal. Kat says hello to Kim and to Christina. And Meg says good morning to Kim. And Christina says hi to Meg. Rope, how fitting that we have a pirate in the chat. You just finished 2 chapters of One Piece. What number are you on by now? What number are you on? I'm not talking well today. But yeah, I'm curious because you've been reading One Piece for a while, and I know there's like a million of them out there. So where are you so far in the series? Kim, I picked up 2 holds at the library yesterday and 4 other books just jumped into your arms. You were innocently sitting there, minding your own business, sipping your coffee, and these books just came parading in and jumping in your arms. I love that for you. Sarvasha, I drank coffee and got to page 220 and take my hand. Yeah, here's where it... I think here's where I started crying. To be honest, if I'm remembering the page count correctly, I think this is where I was really like getting emotionally invested in the story. Christina says hi to Sarvasha, and Sarvasha says hi to Christina. Meg, oh man, I know how you feel. My son is 17 and learning to drive. It's nerve-wracking, right? And that's why I want her to start now. That way she can be comfortable, because our godsons actually didn't get their licenses when they were 16. Both of them delayed it because they didn't feel quite comfortable. And so I just really, really want her to have the option. If she decides she just doesn't want to get it for whatever reason, that's perfectly fine. But I don't want it to be because she's afraid of the car. So that's why we're having her do things, along the way. And we have friends that have private property that she can practice driving on and stuff. So that's what we're going for. Rope is volume 92 of 108. You are almost done. What are you going to do after you finish, Rope? They're not putting out new ones anymore, right? Like, what are you going to do? Sarvasha, I'm still having the amazing readathon hangover. A lot of people are. So I haven't finished a single book this month, and there is nothing wrong with that. Don't throw yourself into a slump that lasts months and months. Take it off. Just pick up a book when you feel like picking it up, for sure. And do other things. Like, there's lots of bookish things that we can do, like just perusing the library to get some DVDs, or walking through, a bookstore and grabbing a cup of coffee and just sitting at the table and relaxing, or reading magazines. I mean, like, there's lots of book adjacent things that we can do that will keep us from being in a slump. And you're not alone. Like, some big booktubers I like to follow are a little bit burnt out. And I want to say their TBRs were like 5 books or less, which is a lot less than they normally do each month, because of the amazing readathon. So yeah, I get it. Meg says to Rope, I haven't checked that series out yet, but maybe I should. I think maybe you should too, since you're pirates. And I guess it also depends if you like manga or not. But yeah, I think that series sounds amazing. I don't know if I'm ready to invest 108 108 volumes. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Thank you, Meg. Thank you. And Rope, they're still releasing new chapters, so it's still not done. I'll just read the new chapters whenever they drop on the Shonen Jump app. Ooh, well, thank you for letting us know where we can find more One Piece. That's interesting. I didn't know it was still going on. Now, what about the cartoon? Are they still keeping up on the cartoon as well? I wonder. Christine, I'm hoping to finish all the Missing Girls today. I only have 4 chapters left. How's it going? Like, are you in the edge of your seat? I got to know how you're liking it. And we had a Jules show up. Good morning, Jules. Good to see you. Forgot about sprints? No worries. My brain isn't awake yet, just working, trying to figure out what I'm going to read, and finished up the Summerween reading. It sounds like so much fun. And I think Gavin participates in Summerween also. And oh my gosh, that just seems so adorable, everyone. It really does. Meg, I'm kind of with you on that, Sarvasha. I've only finished 1 book so far this month. See, again, you guys should take it easy. No stress on that, for sure. All right, we got about a minute and a half before our 3rd sprint, everyone. And it actually scares me with how everybody's so burnt out after Amazing Readathon. I don't know I'm going to participate next year. I was thinking of doing it next year, but like, I'm kind of scared now. Sarvasha, I actually booked a Disney vacation over the last few weeks, so I've been getting really invested in that to keep busy. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. You guys have the best trips. You really do. The pictures you show us on Discord on Kim's channel, so cute. Absolutely love it. And I hope, have you ever been to Disney, Sarvasha? Because if not, I have several websites you need to check out because they help give you pointers. And we went on those when we went to Disney. Meg to Rope, good to know. I know it's like Gavin's favorite, and I've thought about trying to get into some manga, so this might be the way for me to go, for sure. I think if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Rope, I think the first few are actually more juvenile than what they do later on. I think the series just gets more and more in depth as it goes on, from what I've heard. I've not read it, so this is just what I've heard. Christina, I'm liking it. It has a weird timeline. Ooh, I didn't know that about it. Okay. I'm going to have to take a look because I'm pretty sure I have it on my Goodreads as a want to read too. Rope, the anime is trying to keep up with the manga, so they adapt characters into episodes as much as they can. Spy Family is pretty much doing the same thing. Okay. Thank you, Rope, our manga expert here. Interesting. Again, I'm not quite ready to get invested in it. I'm still leaning more towards the Solo Leveling series. I still love reading those trade paperbacks. For like my TBR set volume 7 and 8. And I'm still also doing the Alice in Borderland series. I haven't finished that. So maybe I'll do something after that. All right, one more comment, and then we're going into our third sprint, and we'll pick up comments when we get back. I'm extending Summerween to all month long. There you go. That's the way to do it for sure, Meg. Get it on your timeline. All right, gonna scroll back up to the top here. All right, I really need an hour. Where's all the hours? Now that Kim's here, maybe we'll get an hour. And it's a cookie again, 45 minutes. Man, the dice just want us to chat more than sprint today. All right, happy reading, happy productivity, everyone. I will see you back here in 45 minutes.
Auto insurance all seems the same until it's time to use it. With USAA, it's easy to file claims, schedule repairs, and access roadside assistance right through your app. Or you could take your chances somewhere else. Get a quote today.
I have an idea for a meal prep food truck. Chef Wheels, Easy Meals. I like Busy Bites. Oh, Nourish to Go. That's cute. Let me just play with one other color. It felt easy. It felt kind of like I was playing and like just I was able to be creative.
course, you know me as the Kung Fu Panda.
Seven Nation Army.
This summer at PetSmart, it's never been more convenient to save on groceries.
And we are back from that third sprint. How did everyone do on that one? I ended up on page 294 of White Cat. So literally I am pages away from being done with the book. Now my favorite, Holly Black. I love a lot of her books. This one's probably going to get like a 2-star for me. It's just kind of slow and meh for me, but it was also published back in 2010. So this is probably one of her earlier works. She's obviously gotten a lot better as time's gone on, but yeah, that's where I'm at on that one. I did finish the Fab Five by folding and putting away laundry and got in a nice walk. So let me know how you all did. Going back to when Kat was telling us about this being the first time that they were reading the Jane Austen novels and hadn't really watched any of the movies, I went to while I was doing my walk, my DVD rack. Yes, I still believe in DVDs. This is the one I believe you were talking about with Emma Thompson. I hope you really enjoy it. And it's got Kate Winslet and stuff. I just absolutely, this is a great, great edition if you guys want to dive into some Jane Austen. But like I said, I'm a huge fan of the A&E and BBC. So this is another fabulous version that I highly recommend. Amazing actors in it. And then the Pride and Prejudice one, that's my favorite, is the A&E here. Again, fabulous Colin Firth and, fabulous actors and actresses and all the good things. So I wanted to give a cover in case you weren't sure what I was talking about when I mentioned those. So I wanted to make sure to say that. And then going back to, I believe it was right around... Oh, I'm not finding it now. But we were talking about the missing girls, all the missing girls. I actually did read that last year. I had forgotten because so many titles are so similar, right? And I actually gave it a 2-star. So I hope you like it better, Servasha. I ended up not liking it. I think the timeline, like you were talking about, I think that's why I gave it a 2-star. I didn't enjoy that aspect of it. So now let's go back to our comments. We left off talking about Meg's going to be extending Summerween so that more books can be had without any burnout. Kat, even though my son Andrew has been reading manga for years and has lots of series, I'm new to manga. Okay. I started reading Demon Slayer last July and read the 2nd volume this month, loving it. That is such a good one. Katie was like obsessed with Demon Slayer. So we did a whole thing on one of her breaks where she had a week long off of school where we sat down and we just watched the whole anime series. And I read several of the manga. She has like this huge box edition that has all of them in there. It is really, really good. Tara, just don't go all hard on the Amazing Readathon and you'll be fine. Some of us went nuts with all the sightseeing prompts. But I can see that though, because that's part of the fun was the sightseeing, like you're traveling to these different places. But that's a good idea. I may do it next year, but just not do any extra sightseeing stuff. And Tara says, hey to Jules. Meg, it was a lot of fun. It was just kind of a lot over a few months, having Magical Readathon, then Escape the Readathon, and then straight into the Amazing Readathon. Absolutely. I could see that. And it was, for me, it was before Escape the Readathon. It was not even Magical Readathon. I did, Cassidy's on her channel. Why am I blanking on it? I'm blanking, but the name of that one, I absolutely love her entire, thing that she's put together. She did it a couple years now. And so I always do that one. And then I did Escape the Readathon. And so I was like, I kind of need a break. I'm a little tired, but I could absolutely see that. Maybe if I didn't do those, maybe I could do it. Christina, reading it as a buddy read with the Thrills and Chills book club for Summerween, but you're a bit behind. Hey, get caught up. It'll be all good. Meg, but even though it was a lot, still looking forward to next year. Okay, well, since you're now saying that you would still do it next year, I may look into it. Rope, totally, yes. It is a shonen, so juvenile humor still pops up in One Piece every now and then, but the themes and storytelling are surprisingly mature for what seems like a cartoony pirate series. Okay, I love hearing that there's actually some nice mature themes in there too. Okay. Servasha, I think this is trip number 10 for Disney. Huge Disney fan, me too. Although we haven't been in 7 years because of COVID and sending a kid to college, absolutely. And Aria sneaks around in there. She wasn't planned, but boy, is she happy. You're happy to have her here for sure. I love those surprise babies. And yes, we've been rolling lots of cookies today. I guess 45 minutes is okay. I'd rather that than 30. Amal, hello to peeps and hello to you, Amal. Listening to The Healing Garden by Heather B. Moore. Ooh, that sounds good. Kat says hi to Amal. Amal says hey back to Kat. Christina drank more coffee. Well done. Excellent. I approve. Amal switched to all the colors in the dark, but only one part. Okay, sounds good. I love book hopping. I do. I enjoy book hopping too, so I totally get it. Ryan, physical media for the win. Oh, absolutely, Kat. Just in case, because I'm a very visual person, which is why I forgot that I read that book that Servasha's reading until I saw the cover. And I'm like, oh, yes, I read that. Just read a chapter, reading like a turtle, but now on page 235, 115 left. Yeah. And I think I was disappointed by the ending too. If I'm not mistaken, I think I was disappointed in the ending. So just prepare yourself, have some low expectations, and maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised. Wrote 14 chapters into Tangled Up in You. The protagonist has managed to be consistently and relentlessly endearing. Good for the protagonist. Actually forgot this was supposed to be a loose retelling of Tangled, like Disney's Tangled, until mentioned the hair briefly in chapter 4 or 5. Christina Lauren is doing a great job of making this story its own. That is hilarious. I love that. Oh, I love that though. Kat, maybe Realmathon. Thank you. Yes, Realmathon. That's what I did. Thank you. That was going to bug me too. Kat, you and me. You and me. Kim got some coffee, packaged a Pango order. I saw you were having, I think it was like a 20% off sale you were saying. So everybody make sure you check out Kim's Pango. Get the books. Rope says to Kat, I just started Demon Slayer last week. So far, it is incredibly good. Yes, it is. And possibly one of the best shonen manga of recent years. Oh, I'm going to have to tell Katie you said that because I think it's still her favorite to this day. It is so good. I cried so hard over so many of the characters in that manga. Kat, I completed editing day 2 and 3 of the Summer Ween. I'll keep editing through the next sprint, but we'll switch gears and do something else. Okay, give yourself a little bit of a break. I like that. Rope, I didn't drink coffee. I drank tea. Coffee next stop on the road, most likely, though. Get you some of that extra caffeine for sure. Christina says, cheers to Kim. Amal, found Love Underwritten on YouTube. Never heard of it. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Christina, I did do some sprint hopping too. You do great with your sprint hopping. Servasha, hey to Kim. Also drank coffee. So lazy. I even skipped the cream. I love that. We've got about a little less than 3 minutes before we do our last sprint, everyone. Christina, Vanessa just had to switch to Laura's channel to finish sprints because of internet issues. I hate that. I've had that before. And we were just like chatting on the video page in the comment section. We were just chatting back and forth because, yeah, when StreamYard doesn't want to work, it doesn't want to work. When the internet doesn't want to work, you can't force it. It's awful. I feel so bad for her. That sucks. And then Kim says, cheers to all the coffee. Yes. Kat says to Rope, I need to continue in a more timely manner, but you're enjoying it so far. Excellent. Cheers to Servasha from Christina. Rope says, I'm going to be a lot more strategic about how I am interspersed your life with gigantic readathons. Yeah, I almost think I need to do every other month. The problem is so many of them come out back to back to back that I want to participate in. I just want to be like, can you like push it back a month? So yeah, I'm going to have to think something through too. I'm with you, Rope. I'm going to have to come up with something. Kim, the only downside to library books is I can't take the darn cover off for the hardbacks. Oh, that's true. That's true. But you do have some gorgeous sleeves. If anybody ever wants to get some gorgeous book sleeves, Kim actually makes those herself, and they are fabulous. I have gotten so many seasonal ones over the years. Now, if you ever make one Jane Austen themed, definitely let me know, Kim. Also, I wanted to share in some quick book info in case you guys did not get an email from Books A Million or from Barnes & Noble. If you're not members there, they did a pre-order of Onyx Storm. This is the Fourth Wing third book, and I believe it's only going to be a trilogy. I may be mistaken on that. But regardless, the edition they've got for pre-order is gorgeous. Check that out. Look at those sprayed edges with dragons, and it's black and white with some grayscale in there. I apologize, my brightness is so bright, but I hope you can see that. I hope it's making it out enough. It is gorgeous. And so I got mine through Barnes & Noble so that I could get my points and use my, $10, $20 off from stamps and stuff over the last year and free shipping. So I got it for like $20. And I am so excited because it is so pretty. So yeah, I highly recommend you go check that out because I think only the pre-order is going to have that particular edition. Kim says, I'm still in the amazing readathon hangover. Haven't finished a book yet this month, but at least you're reading. Okay. One last comment, and then we'll go into that final sprint. From Kat, StreamYard gave you issues when you sprinted Wednesday afternoon. See, first time ever having a glitch with StreamYard. My friend had issues Monday night too. Yeah. My guess is because my husband's IT, anytime they throw updates out there, it can really monkey with other stuff that they don't even know why. So it's kind of like we change things in column A. It should have nothing to do with column Z. We have no idea why column Z is now not working. But with coding and stuff, which is all over my head, he understands it better. Basically, sometimes that happens. StreamYard did push an update, so I'm guessing that's why everybody's having problems with it. Thankfully, we aren't yet having problems here. So, but it could be because my computer's overdue for updates. So we'll see next Friday. All right, going to scroll back up to the top. And we'll see what we get for our last sprint of the day. All right, guys, just in case it's a roll again, get ready. And it is a wine glass. Kim, you're killing us. All right, 30 minutes on the clock. Happy reading, happy productivity, everybody. If you have to leave while we're sprinting, thanks for being here. It's great to see you. Have a great weekend. Otherwise, I will see you all back here in half an hour.
Maya knows how quality care can bring out a smile. Good thing Aspen Dental offers affordable.
Introducing Milo's Rewards, the new way to unlock savings from the palm of your hand. With every purchase, all
Time to help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Thank goodness I got to stop it in the middle of a commercial. I hate commercials so much. All right. How did everyone do on that fourth and final sprint? Let me know. I did the bills. I hate doing the bills, but adulting, right? We got to do what we got to do. And I did finish White Cat. It is a 2-star for me. Wasn't the best. I wasn't like super miserable enough to DNF, but definitely far from my favorite Holly Black. I don't even know I would recommend it necessarily, and I'm definitely not continuing the series at all, but I'm glad that I read it. It's been on my shelf for a while, and it's part of her backlist that I wanted to get to, so I'm not mad, but all right. Let's see. When we left off, Sarvasha, same to Kim, same girl, same. Yep. And Kim says, "Aw, thank you and will do." I'm hoping that means for the book sleeves because I love those book sleeves and I needs to have me a Jane Austen one. Wrote, "My biggest mistake is doing Old School April, then doing Escape the Readathon in May, then the Amazing Readathon on June. 3 months of semi-chaotic team competitive readathons in a row. And you're also doing Bookemon for Pokemon theme." Yeah, that is a bit, that is rough. And then Christina was hoping to jump on to get the 60-minute sprint, but instead our rule gave us 30. Wrote Comic-Con-a-thon, which I am also participating in, Team HBO. Kim's channel has all the info as well as Steph's channel. Team-based, but it's less chaotic. It really is. It's more self-paced, which is nice. Not overwhelmed in the slightest. Same with Mid-Year Reading Scramble, which has no teams at all. See, I like that. That's why my own readathon in February is very low-key and self-paced as well, because, yeah, sometimes it gets a little stressful. Kim was like, "Do a 60. Have some glasses of wine. Have 2 of them." You guys are so funny. I appreciate that. Kat says, "That makes sense. My laptop updated right before you went live. So yeah, the updates just get wonky. I don't know why, but yeah, my husband could break it down for you if you're really interested. But like I said, it's over my head. Thank goodness I don't have to do any programming." Sarvasha, "Do I have Fourth Wing? Yes. Did I start Fourth Wing? Yes. Did I just put it down for no apparent reason? Yes. Did I buy Iron Flame? Yes. So will I pre-order Onyx Storm? Yes." Well, especially when it's so pretty. I just can't help it. It's so pretty. Hey, Amber, welcome. Glad you're here. I'm guessing this is because Kim saw the bar along the bottom saying it was Kim's fault. And she's like, "It's not my fault." And I'm guessing this has to do with those awful commercials that jump in. Ugh, I know. And now back to our show. I hate commercials. I love that you guys were saying it's worth it to get the beautiful, ocean scenes because it is really nice and relaxing. But yeah, I hate commercials. Of course, Mary. And Christina laughed at Sarvasha's comment. "Just drank some coffee, almost ready to start reading." Excellent. And Kim, "Are you doing sprints tonight?" That's what I asked too. Wrote 3 chapters of One Piece. Excellent. It was kind of iconic having your Zen like Nemo music in the background because 3 chapters covered some rather chaotic shenanigans. I love that. I love whenever your ambiance can match what you're doing with your book. Cat, "Bummer. I love Holly Black. I didn't know." I do too. Like I've read mostly her later stuff. So if you've read stuff after 2010, keep loving her. And maybe you'll enjoy this more than I did. I just didn't like it. But not every book's for everybody. So give it a try, Kat. You might like it. "Did no editing that time, but talked to your dad on the phone and responded to texts." Yes, socialization's important, Kat. So good for you. I love that. "What's your readathon in February?" Well, I'm glad you asked. Feel free to go look at previous videos, and I'll be doing it again in February, only this time because this will be the 3rd year. It's actually going to be completely automated, which is going to be fabulous. But basically, it's based on the game of Clue, or if you're our overseas friends, Cluedo. And essentially, instead of using, Scarlet and Lead Pipe and all of that, it's based on characters in books. So, and it's also, you get so many clues based on the theme of the book that you're reading. And I break it all down, and I'll have another video for you guys, of course, in January to lead you into February. But basically, you'll log into this Google Drive, and it will have everything in there that you need, all the information. And you'll just submit your book saying that you read it. And if it happened, and you will select the radio button for what it matches. So like if it was a author of color or had characters of color in it, then you get 5 clues, which is the most you can get for each book. And it will automatically send you those clues. And so we have like from Throne of Glass, we've got characters from Blood and Ash. We've got some Harry Potter. We've got Lord of the Rings characters, like all these books and characters with villains and heroes. And instead of the spreadsheet that was very confusing that I created, there's a much better one. And yes, I am so excited. I've already seen some mock-ups of this. We have someone doing it professionally. So I'm excited because I was giving out the clues for the last 2 years, and now it's gotten large enough that I can't do that anymore. And this way it's not as confusing. So, but thank you for asking. I run Folklore February on your channel. It's relaxed. Ooh, I may have to try that one along with mine and see if we can't, double up on some goodness. Rope. Oh, I also stopped at a roadside convenience store to go potty, picked up a cup of coffee. So out with the fluids, in with the fluids, Rope. I'm totally going to have to go again in an hour, aren't I? Yes, you will. But that's okay. Coffee is always worth it. Poor Kim. Hey, it's Sam. How are you doing, Sam? Hey, friends, on my lunch break right now. I hope work's been going well and you've been really enjoying it. I need to get caught up on your videos. I really do. I'm so behind on my BookTube watching. It's not even funny. But Sam here is our quest witch, like Kim is our quest librarian for the D&D sheet that we talked about for adulting points. And she also has a fabulous channel. She also crafts like nobody's business. So you need to go check her out. Christina, thanks for hosting. Of course. I love hanging out with you all. Enjoy the rest of your day too, Christina. And Christina says, good morning to Sam. Remember to hydrate and hug the like button. Thank you for the reminders, Christina. Rope. Also, the coffee was only $2. I'd almost forgotten what it's like to get coffee that doesn't break the bank. I need that roadside coffee place. Although I'm nowhere in Georgia. So that may be a bit of a drive for that $2 coffee. Kim's now watching Critical Role. Excellent. Christina, so Kim, no pressure, but I think she wants to add you to the spreadsheet. Mary says hi to Christina, and Christina says hi back to Mary. Kat, it was great meeting you today. It was great meeting you, Kat. Subscribe to your channel. Oh, thank you. I'm going to be checking you out as well, so I can catch your sprints again, and I'll have to check out your videos as well. Thanks for sprints. Happy weekend, everyone. Thank you, Kat. Happy weekend to you too. And I can't wait to see those summer ween vlogs and kind of see what's going on with your readathon in February as well. Good choice of a month, I must say. Christina, of course, agrees. Coffee. And cheers to Rope. I love that. Rope says, remember to hydrate, especially those of us who are drinking coffee and driving. So you have to keep stopping for bathroom breaks. Kim, give me a second and I'll put it up. Excellent. We like having those easy links. Christina, already have Kim on the spreadsheet, but it's just for this channel for now. Aw, well, thank you, Christina. And Mary, Christina, if Kim doesn't, Cry's Corner may run them tonight. Oh, Cry's Corner apparently will be having some sprints as well. Hope that Cry's on this spreadsheet as well. So that'll be easier to go there if you need to see what's going on with the sprints. No, Kim's channel. Oh, okay, now I'm confused. What do you mean? You already have Kim on the spreadsheet, but it's just the channel for right now. Oh, you mean you just have the channel name instead of a link for tonight's sprints? I'm picking up what you're laying down, Christina. I'm a little slow. It's on there, but you need the link to her channel. See, I eventually get there. Eventually. Sarvasha didn't read, but looking at all things Disney, which is so fun. I mean, yes, Sarvasha. Do you collect the pins to put them on like the sashes and stuff? Because we collected a bunch of the pins. Ah, there it is, everybody. Yay. Now we can click on the link and have a nice shortcut to get to it tonight and hopefully hang out and see each other again, which means I need to quickly log in as well so that I can click on it while it's there, because I forgot that once I stop streaming, it will no longer be there. And don't forget to hit the notify me. That way you're not only subscribed to the going there, but also you get to pop over and it'll give you a little reminder pop up is what I'm trying to say. I can't talk and chew gum. Booked Disney's Grand Floridian for the first time. Ooh, that sounds so fancy. I love that. Christina says, thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. Oh, and I'm on there too. Thank you. Thank you, Christina. And Kim says, you're welcome. And Rope says to Servasha, it's all good. You experience the magic of Disney. I experience the magic of affordable roadside coffee. Yeah. Yeah, Servasha, I'm with you. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right, I'm trying to see. For some reason, I don't have any of the comments popping up. I may have to open it up again because I want to make sure to click on Kat to go see her channel. I don't know why it's not. Why is it not liking me? Why am I not getting comments, guys? Oh, there we go. Finally, because I wanted to make sure since we had another booktuber here, and I love supporting booktubers. I'm going to, it won't let me click on Kat. Well, I'm just going to hold it up there and to go to Kat's novel adventures later then, since it's being stubborn. Tina's back, and she had a swim. Did you get a swing as well? I hope. Got to enjoy some park time. And Christina says, now it is complete. And it just feels good, doesn't it, Christina? Just getting it finished. Grand Floridian is gorgeous, Kim says. I've not been to that one. So, oh my gosh, I am so excited for Servasha and her family. Sam says, work's going great. Really enjoying it. Celebrate. Listening to Akata Warrior while you're here. I am so glad, Sam. You deserve to have a job that you're actually having fun and enjoying. I am so excited for you. Swinging will happen soon. Good, Tina. Good. And Rope says to Tina, butterfly, backstroke, or freestyle, or a mix, of all of them. I love the backstroke. It's so nice and easy. Sam, no worries about falling behind on videos. I'm always behind, right? It's just there's so much good content everybody keeps putting out. Tina says to rope, float, pool noodle, can't actually swim. But how relaxing is that, Tina? I love that for you. That sounds amazing and not a lot of work to have to do that. Well, guys, that's the end of the comments. So I will probably go ahead and log off. This was a relatively fast one. We're done like an hour earlier than normal. I kind of missed the hour-long sprints. I may have to do something where if we do fast ones like this, that maybe I do a you guys decide thing and maybe get that hour in or something. I may have to start doing that. Kat's her profile in your Discord. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rope. My Discord channel is free for anybody who's new. I'm a free channel always. So feel free to check us out on my Discord, which is linked in all my videos below in the descriptions. Thank you. So if you want to check out Kat and her profile and have an easy link to click, thanks to Rope doing the amazing work there, we'll have it there under socials. So please go check that out. Kim, another hole for the library came in. These books literally are jumping in your arms, Kim. There's a fellow Virgo here that is into crafting. So you've been bonding. This was the place you were meant to be, Sam. And that's what I was hoping for you. That's what I was sending out in the universe and saying prayers for. I am so glad you found your people. Yes, yes. Lots of loves. And of course it did, Kim. Of course it did. See, we should have had 2 glasses of wine. You know, you guys were right. You were telling me to do that, to do an hour. I should have. Problem is that it's Spy Volume 2, Spy Family Volume 2, waiting on 1. I hate that they came in the wrong order for you. You know, that would be my luck. That would 100% be my luck. Oh my gosh. I could talk to you guys all day. But I know you've got things to do. I need to probably wake up my kid at some point because, like I said, I'm taking her out driving some more. So thank you all for being here. I love spending Fridays with you. I'll see you all next Friday. A new video, of course, will be dropping on Sunday. If you guys are doing Kim's sprints tonight, and again, her link is there in the comments, I will be there. And since Ryan's going to be taking Katie to do some night driving, which I am lousy at, that's why it's him doing it, I will be there for later than normal, Kim. I'm going to see. Can I make it the whole night? And if I do you want me there the whole night? Because I get a little slap happy and weird towards evenings when I stay up too late. So let's see if I can sugar myself, stay up late, and get kicked off of Kim and her Readings Friends channel. And that's true, Sam. Kim could absolutely do that as well. Just watch the Spy Family show and then read the volume when it gets there. That's hilarious. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Take care, and I will see you all next week.